The morning sun shone brightly over the capital city as people gathered outside the presidential palace. Security officers stood alert, reporters waited for interviews, and expensive black cars entered through the grand gates. Not far away, a dirty stray dog wandered through the streets. His name was Max. His fur was dusty, one ear was slightly torn, and he had no family to care for him. Every day he searched trash bins for food and slept under old bridges. Most people ignored him, while others chased him away. But Max had something money could never buy, a brave and loyal heart. Inside the palace lived 12-year-old Emily, the president's daughter. Although she had everything a child could dream of, she often felt lonely. Her parents were busy serving the country, and security guards never allowed her to play outside like other children. One afternoon, Emily convinced her bodyguards to let her visit the palace gardens. Butterflies danced among colorful flowers, and birds sang from the tall trees. As Emily wandered farther into the large garden, she noticed a small wooden gate left slightly open. Curious, she slipped outside. Within minutes, she reached a nearby forest without realizing how far she had walked. At that very moment, dark clouds covered the sky. A powerful storm arrived without warning. Heavy rain poured down as thunder echoed across the forest. Emily became frightened. She tried to return, but every path looked the same. Soon she was completely lost. Meanwhile, Max had been searching for food near the forest. Through the sound of the rain, he heard a little girl crying. Without hesitation, he followed the voice. After running through mud and bushes, he found Emily sitting beneath a tree, soaked and terrified. Instead of barking loudly, Max slowly approached and gently wagged his tail. Emily looked into his kind eyes. I'm lost, she whispered. Max barked softly, encouraging her to stand. Although she had never trusted stray animals before, something about Max made her feel safe. She followed him. The storm grew stronger. Suddenly, the ground beneath Emily became slippery. She slipped toward a fast-moving river. Before she could fall into the rushing water, Max jumped forward and grabbed her jacket with his teeth. Using all his strength, he pulled her back onto solid ground. Emily hugged him tightly, tears filling her eyes. "You saved my life." Max continued leading her through the forest. Hours later, search helicopters flew overhead while hundreds of police officers searched every road and trail. The president himself had joined the rescue effort. Everyone feared the worst. Finally, one rescue helicopter spotted movement near the edge of the forest. When officers arrived, they saw Emily sitting safely beside the muddy stray dog. The president ran toward his daughter and embraced her. "I thought I'd lost you forever," he said with tears in his eyes. Emily pointed at Max. "He saved me. Twice." The officers looked at the dirty dog with amazement. News of Max's bravery spread across the country within hours. Television stations, newspapers, and social media called him the hero dog of the nation. The president announced a special ceremony in Max's honor. Instead of receiving medals made of gold, Max received something far more valuable. The president ordered a beautiful home to be built for him inside the palace gardens, where he would always be safe and loved. Veterinarians treated his injuries, groomed his fur, and made sure he was healthy. Emily visited him every single day. They played together, walked through the gardens, and became inseparable friends. Soon schools across the country began teaching Max's story to children. His courage inspired millions of people to treat animals with kindness and respect. Years later, visitors to the presidential palace would often see a happy golden brown dog resting proudly beside Emily. Whenever someone asked why a stray dog lived inside the palace, Emily smiled and answered, "Because heroes aren't measured by where they come from. They're measured by the love and courage they show when it matters most." And from that day on, Max was never called a stray dog again. He was known forever as the brave guardian who saved the president's daughter and captured the heart of an entire nation. Moral: true heroes don't wear crowns or expensive clothes. They show courage, loyalty, and kindness when someone needs them most.